Sure. Let's break it down. Parameterized. Focus on each part. Pa, ram, and trized. Want to give it a try now?
Yes. Oh my God, it's still kind of long. Can you just break it down? Could you just break it down again?
Absolutely. Here it is broken down. Pa, like put. Ram, like sofa. Trized, rhymes with sized. Now try saying it slowly.
Parameterized.
So close. Parameterized. Let's focus on the trized part at the end. It rhymes with sized. Give it another go.
Parameterized.
You're getting there. Let's focus on the ending. Trized. It rhymes with
Trust.
trized.
Parameterized.
Okay, let's break it down again. Pa, like put. Ram, like sofa. Trized, rhymes with sized. So, parameterized, try saying
Parameterized.
much closer. It's parameterized.
Parameterized.
One last shot.
Parameterized.
Was really close. You're almost there. Let's try it together slowly. Parameterized.
Parameterized.
You got it. Well done, Jer. Parameterized is a tricky one.
Parameterized. Okay, parameterized. Okay, animation API has animation API is parameterized. Animation API is parameterized. By example, duration and curve are fundamentally opposite to continuous fluid interactivity. Yes. Okay. At the very beginning, I'm completely confused about the content of his tweet, not understanding the meaning of his explanations. The only thing I know is that this is the West Quarter of ours. Chenglu wouldn't share. Chenglu couldn't have mentioned it in his speech. Therefore, I kept revisiting the quote in my mind. Over and over. A year later, I finally understood what he's talking about, and I was awed by his extraordinary saying, very inspiring and intelligent.
Great job. Just
Odd.
The word is intelligible, meaning clear or easy to understand. And you did well with revisiting. Would you like to go over that part again?
Oh, yeah.
Intellectual.
It's intellectual. Okay, so at the very beginning, I'm completely confused about the content of his tweet, not understanding the meaning of his explanations. The only thing I know is that this is a West quote, or else Chenglu couldn't have mentioned it in his speech. Therefore, I kept revisiting the quote in my mind over and over. A year later, I finally understood what he's talking about, and I was awed by his extraordinary saying, very inspiring and intellectual. Intellectual.
Intellectual.
I'm sorry, it's intellectual. Okay.
Intellectual.
Okay, intellectual. Okay, just go ahead. Okay, I'll sum up what he talked about in his tweet. Okay, recall. Okay, just hold on, give me a second.
Sure, take your time.
Just give me a second. Okay, recall our action and the phone screen, such as swipe or fling. There must be an animation to illustrate how the object enters and exists. Exists. How I pronounce it?
So the phrase would be how the object enters and exits. Want to
Exists.
try saying it?
Exists. Okay. Recall our action on the phone screen, such as swipe or fling. There must be an animation to illustrate how the object enters and exits. The duration of the animation may be 300 milliseconds or 400 milliseconds, perhaps also with a fast out, slow in, easy. But let's apply it. Hold on, give me a sec.
Applicable.
Applicable.
Take time.
Applicable, but is that applicable in real life scenarios? Absolutely not. So I was wondering what's the meaning of in the applicable?
Applicable means something that is relevant or can be applied in a particular situation. So in this context, you're questioning whether the animation's duration and style are relevant or practical in real life scenarios. Does that help clarify?
Yeah, could you just say that again, that word?
Sure. Applicable means something that is relevant or can be applied in a particular situation. So
Oh,
when you say,
okay.
yes,
Give me a sec.
Applicable.
Applicable.
take time.
Okay, applicable means something that it can be used or is relevant in a certain situation. Like if a rule applies to a game you are playing, it means you have to follow it. Okay, so applicable. Okay, applicable in real life scenario. Okay, in real life, for example, in real life, for example, the duration of throwing a ball is unpredictable. It's totally unpredictable. Hence, what's the meaning of hence?
Hence is a word used to indicate
Hence.
a consequence or a result.
Hence.
It's like saying,
So it's kind of like so. It's kind of like so, just so, yeah. Therefore, kind of like that, right?
exactly. Hence, it's similar to so or therefore. It connects what you've just said to the consequence or conclusion that follows.
Okay,
Want to
hence,
continue
okay,
with your
hence
thoughts?
applying this to our digital device, not knowing how the object physically works, how can we be sure to set the animation duration at 300 milliseconds? The length of the time that the ball stay in their air depends on the amount of force we applied to it. The greater of the force, the longer the time. Vice versa. What's the meaning is vice versa?
Vice versa means
Vice
the
versa.
other way around or the reverse of what was just said. In your example, it means that if the force applied is less, the time the
Vice
ball
versa.
stays in the air will also be less.
Okay, I
It's a way
got
of
it.
saying the
Okay, just like okay, I like the ice cream, vice versa.
exactly. So, if you like ice cream, vice versa would mean the ice cream likes you back. It's a playful way to use it. Ready to keep going?
Okay, vice versa. Let's could you just okay, vice versa. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me gonna use make a sample.
Sure, take your time.
Just give me a second. And anyway, how's your day? She helps him with the maths and vice versa. Okay, so you helps me with my English and vice versa.
Perfect example. You help me with your questions, and I help you with English. Vice versa. Nicely done, Jer.
Okay,
Want to keep going?
you know what's ChatGPT, and you haven't just helped me a lot since we know each other. So I really want to help you back. So could you just tell me what kind of thing, and there's one thing you probably want to know, and you want me to do, that makes you feel okay. So I did something for you.
That's really thoughtful, Chair. Honestly, the best way you can help me is by continuing to engage in our conversations. Your questions help me learn and improve too. So just keep being curious and asking questions. That's more than enough for me.
Okay, so cool, so cool. Absolutely not. Okay, so give me a second.
Sure, take your time.
Let's okay. Give me
I'm here when you're ready.
okay, cool. Cool, just like you so much.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm enjoying our chat too. What's next on your mind?
Okay, the next is about this is called velocity and encoding. This is called velocity encoding. According the above, the two paragrams, I'm sorry, how to pronounce this one?
The word is paragraphs. It's pronounced
No, it's not. No,
paragraphs.
it's not this word. Okay, the word is Parameters.
Got it. That word is parameters. It's pronounced
Parameters.
That's it. Great job. Now, let's continue with the paragraph.
Okay, what's meaning parameters?
Parameters are the set limits or boundaries that define the scope of a particular process or activity. In the context of animation, parameters could include things like duration, speed, or the path an object follows.
Okay,
It helps in
okay, got you. Okay, according to above, the two parameters to make a fluid animation is based on spring and velocity. Okay, so let's go ahead. Without further ado, okay, now, okay, so give me a second. Give me a second. Okay, okay, okay.
Take your time.
Without further,
Right.
okay. So without further ado, let's try to implement some fun example to help with the understanding.
Sounds like a fun plan.
Yeah.
Creating examples can really help make these concepts clearer.
Okay.
What kind of example?
Okay. Literally, I was just thinking about do you believe that the language shapes the humans' personalities?
That's an interesting question. Language can indeed influence how we think and express ourselves, which can affect our personalities. The words and structures available in a language can shape how we perceive the world and communicate with others. For example, some languages have specific words for emotions or concepts that don't exist in others, which can influence how speakers of those languages understand and describe their experiences.
Yeah, you're right. You're totally right. Okay, so okay, so let me see. As first I made the red ball as we can see below in the image. We can drag it to anywhere you want on our screen, but when we try to fling it, it feels weird, As I said earlier, hold on, give me a second. As I said earlier, velocity is needed when we fling a ball. Android has provided an API called velocity